Mostly on the range like Precipice of Darkness, episode 2 plays the same as episode 1. So from one side of the coin, I could make a video both of these games in one video, or even yet just one video for all games in this series. From the other side, I better make videos about each game in series. Of course, there's also some stuff that I didn't mention which was in episode 1, like there are domain menus for some reason, and I already forgot what else is like that. Of course, episode 2 can load episode 1 save file, with which some, if not all, progress from it is transferred to episode 2. At least levels, combat, items, how many, if you have any, overkill bonus, I could think from episode 1. And maybe more. Well, also no bonds, also one which I already mentioned because at work it fell out of pocket file multiple times while working, and some work objects or work, well, not really work at all, but I guess work of which might also have it why I was, how can I say it, taking it away to somewhere else, that work object. And that's I'll say a video quality for every face camera or something like that, it's better. Anyways, back to video topic. And with that, you can find a key that can be only used in episode 3. I'm wondering if there was an item like that in episode 1 and needed to be used in episode 2. Either I forgot, there wasn't, or I didn't find it. There still is narrator, which is now used more, like when you reach the nearest to repeats, then the narrator talks. Only in some cases I needed to return to the same area to have a narrator to talk. Of course there still are Freudwalkers, small robots, from which you can get parts to upgrade your weapons if you want to do that. Or it's probably better to do that. It's the same exploration's gameplay part, which includes respawning loot crates, boxes or trash bins or other things. And with that, combat items still have maximum capacity. There's of course inside difficulty in episode 2, which of course didn't check and still didn't check inside difficulty in episode 1. It's the same battle system, something like a temple, where you can block if you get timing right. Still there are quick time events for special moves, and of course there is cooldown for moves. Of course there's still team up attacks. However, those quick time events are different, or in fact those are different special moves altogether. Instead of rake as weapon, now the player character uses not those kind of O's, but gardening tool, or as a weapon. Some combat items have been changed, like there is specific item to reveal your party member. Now healing items doesn't do that, they just heal. And with that, they are different. Casebook or case lock is different when opened up. Chests that can be only opened in insane difficulty appears in regular breakthroughs. So I guess it's like an incentive to replace a game in insane difficulty. In episode 1, regular breakthrough, there wasn't an incentive to play insane difficulty. But I wonder if there is stuff that is exclusive to insane difficulty in episode 1. Enemies started to flee when we encountered them. Well, in both games there is option to flee from public, but always in normal difficulty in episode 1, enemies didn't flee. Cat that was in episode 1 a support character wasn't in this game, even in the background, or I just didn't notice it. However, in this episode there are 4 support characters to get. Just now saying the premise about on the range like Precipice of Darkness episode 2. Because it's under episode 1, so this probably will be spoiler alert for episode 1. Actually, why are you watching a video about the sequel without playing the first game or watching video about it? Well, under event previews on screen, now Tycoon and game testers are now awesome that they just set up. Under driving away from trained fuckers which they loaded to the track by having points in the track back. We found out that in Claire found quotes from my giant robot who destroyed my house before they could and claim destroys for second time in between games. And then we start doing fetch cases. Just looking for items that somebody needs or just say lost it and can't find it. I only finished 7 out of the 9 cases in this game, so it looks like at least 2 of the cases are optional, but then again I don't remember how many cases I completed in episode 1. This game asks to the difficulty after having the option to access difficulty menu, which was set easier before the game, which was set on very easier before the game asked, or there wasn't any saying which is the difficulty. I guess before game asking which difficulty to ask gets same difficulty that maybe I don't know. I noticed in the agency you can select outfits, which gives you some bonuses. Did you notice if there was an outfit option in episode 1? Near the end of the game, I encountered this glitch. This was only when I was trying to figure out what I needed to progress the game. However, in one instance I also got to progress the game. Under trying to brute force, but I found out it will take a lot of time. I didn't think to flip the 9. First bosses encounter? Well, I just power up regular enemies. But if you defeat them in the right order, then it's funny outcome. And I wonder if there's multiple ways to defeat this encounter. That I found out after I got the game over once. And with that I found out what kind of punishment there is, and was in the episode 1 or release that I assumed that it's same in episode 1. You just wake up near the enemy to which you lost to. Final boss, I vault it once and then beat it second time. And there is closures which steps I shall take, and I was still focused on the boss L part. Because I lost to the final boss, and the game makes the fight easier just out of fun, failed attempt. Well, it looks like it's mostly, if not all, info from the game. Of course, it's interesting story, well it continues from episode 1, and still it will be continued in episode 3 and 4, I think. Or those games have different arc or whatever it's called, arc or whatever it's called. And of course, because it's an episodic title, it feels like it's a short role-playing game. It says it can play it on its own, but I think it's better to play after episode 1, and of course it may apply to episode 3, like after episode 2 and 1, and of course episode 4 is the last game. Maybe here and there are sprinkled my tracks, but it feels like it's just info from the game. I guess I'll leave this video all it is. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like on it, subscribe and comment. See you next time.